All right, give me a good wind here. Okay. Not my favorite. So it ends up being more of a headwind, I think. I don't know. This tee shot, like, I just miss the fairway all the time. Or I used to. So I've just I'm just not overthinking it. Just hit it. Pick your line and go. All right. I was really hoping for kind of a little cake first hole, get us in the groove, but we're gonna have to work for this one. That's fine. All right, 26. I guess it depends. Oh, is this the easy pin? Let's go. That's huge, actually. We got a lot more room to miss. Should slope a little right to left. All right, this is so much easier. I thought it was the other pin. This is not a bad shot, actually. Like, it's pretty straightforward, man. I should probably play full top here. I guess if I come up short, that's not the end of the world. I just really don't want to nuke it long. But I do think this is probably not necessarily the right play. Yeah, I'm assuming it comes up short, but short's just better than long. Oh, that's a lot shorter than I wanted. Damn it. Yeah, I should have been full top. And I left myself with actually a really tricky putt. Ugh. My issue with this putt is it's just angles. Right? Like, technically we're not getting a straight view of it. We're getting an offset view. So the tricky thing about it is everything slopes right to left pretty hard here. So this might not necessarily actually be how quick the dots are moving. We'll probably be seeing some some slope here too. So when you're offset and you're heavily sloped, it makes it really hard to gauge how much the putt actually breaks. So, all that to say, this is not a gimme. Yep. Just slightly less, man. All right, that's a horrendous start. Cool. Good deal. Good news is it's 2 rounds. 1 hole is not going to kill us. Just got to be strong the rest of the way. Ah, man. Should have played the full top there. Oh, boy, this is not the winds I would have chosen to start the round. These are pretty tricky-ass winds. Do not like this. This is so awkward. Ugh, come on, man. It's like one of those, do I risk hitting an underpowered 3-wood? Like, worst case, we have to make birdie. You know, I don't necessarily have to make eagle, but we have to make birdie. So I don't want to get overzealous and overplay this, and then I miss it and it goes out to the left. Like, that's bad. So we're going to play this kind of timid, to be honest. I'm trying to think of it as a 36-hole event, not 18. Like, I can make this putt. I'm not going to make birdie. Highly unlikely. Let's say I overplay it and I pull it and I go in the bunker or the rough. There's not much we can do. Or the 3-wood does something wild and it just goes offline, which is super common. So I'm trying to play smart. Hopefully we can make this putt though. That would be huge. Starting off par birdie. Oof. It's kind of brutal. I don't love this putt on so many levels. I know it's not difficult, but I do not love it. I need this to break hard at first, and I have some doubts that it actually will, but I mean, I'm seeing it in every view. So hopefully it does. God Was it? Oh, got away with it. We got away with the pull. I don't know how much you guys watch, but for me, I've been mentally, I have an issue, right? You see this light blue? Well, when you go to pitch view, it turns dark blue. And I struggle like crazy to ding it. All right, we got a Godwind here. Like, potentially, I have heartbeated this before. I mean, it is the perfect wind to heartbeat. I can't go in the bunker, but if we do go in the bunker, let's think through this. If I go in the bunker, I guess I'd rather be in this bunker hitting uphill as opposed to over here, because that looks like that would be brutal. No, I don't. Go, 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 go. Oh man, that's so short drove. Feel like we should have been further down. All right, could be worse though. We got 18. It's kind of awkward. Like normally I would pitch this, but we're pitching uphill into a tailwind, and it's kind of like a false front is the best way I can describe this. A lot of time pitches come up really short here. But, man, it's super makeable too. I just don't want to come up short and have to make some weird putt, but I think it's the right move. We'll see. Time will tell. I need to pull this. I did not factor the wind in enough. I think it came up short, didn't it? Yep. Just always comes up short. You got to add 2 yards there, which for me would have been full, but I got a little nervous about over carrying it, like carrying it past this uphill part, and then it just releases 10 feet by the hole. Darn it. Straight tail would have been magical. Wish I could have swapped these winds out. I would have taken the tail here. Okay, let's find a little rhythm here. Got to be mindful of spin. We're playing 14 greens, so the ball is going to come out very hot with the spin. At the same time, I kind of feel like I need to give this a chance to go in, but I also hate my number to play. Something flat will overspin, like 100%. 110% it overspins. So we're going to have to play something with top. Don't like that it didn't get beats. That's fine. It just, the wind didn't turn it as much as I thought it would. Like, barely turned it at all. A little disappointing. It's all right. I mean, this is a putt, like, I'm pretty sure it's just like right here and firm. If this were a, you know, really low credit ready go or something, we would already be on the next hole. But I really don't want to waste any birdie opportunities. This course is hard in heavy winds. Heavy 14. This is a good wind. I think this is a pretty good wind. I've got a lot of room left to screw up. We just don't want to miss it too long. I could play some backspin, like lots of different shot options into this pin. You could play something flat and run it. You've got so many options here. Now, if I miss over here, it's just all going to funnel down to the hole. So I am overplaying. I'm probably overplaying just a hair, but I'd rather overplay than underplay. In terms of the shot, I could go, I mean, you could hit a flat 6, like all kinds, whatever your preference is there. Me personally, I kind of like this because it should technically still go a little long, but it should also spin. And like I said, if we're probably going to land left, but everything funnels that way, so it's fine. We just didn't get the backspin, but still a good shot. Thought that would still spin. All right, same thing, super easy putt, but let's not take any putt for granted. All right, need a good wind here. This is all wind luck. That's not terrible. It's not great, but it beats right to left any day of the week. I don't think it'll be that bad, actually. Like 100% we can get back there. We're just going to have to play a runner, which makes things a little dicey. Makes it a little bit dicey, I'm not going to lie, but we'll take it. What I really don't want to do is run this through and end up with that really touchy pitch coming back that always goes long, right? Like, kind of the same mentality as 2. We got to make sure that we secure birdie, worst case. But I don't mind this number. I mean, I could see this heart beating. Potentially. It's all going to be a little lucky, though. Yeah. And you can figure it out all you want, but it's all about the release, which you just don't know what you're going to get. Hello. Stop, 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 stop. Ooh, this is a bendy putt, especially on 14s. Not a gimme, that's for sure, but man, we need this. If I can get to 6, 7, yeah, 7 through 6, we'd be chilling. I want to say I typically miss this putt high. Yeah, I want to say high is kind of my miss here. I feel like maybe, I just feel like that's low though. I'm going to go with it. Screw it. Just trust it. I did add a little more power to it. Yeah. God, it was low. I tried to compensate by hitting it a little firmer. I think that was probably like 90% of a grid. Damn it. Too many missed opportunities early on here. I don't like it. Yeah, it's huge. If I could eagle that, back pin. Not a ton of people are going to eagle that. So we gave one away there. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. That's all I got to say about that one. Okay. We got shot options here. Kind of like a flat pitching wedge, but if I'm being honest, I've never hit it. I've never hit flat pitching wedge into this hole. But on paper, it's really good. But I'm kind of nervous, like, it's probably not the forum where you want to hit it for the first time. But I think I probably will. I mean, it's got to be good. Worst case, it comes up short. Short's not bad. I was going to hit a punch. Punch is usually what I play into this hole, so that's more along the lines of my comfort level. Teetering. This is not the time to try a new shot. But it worked. Really hope that turns. I don't want to be on that side. No, 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 no. This is bad. I mean, it landed good. I didn't know it was going to release out 3 yards. I think I should have played the punch. I know how the punch is going to react. I left myself with a just horrendous putt here. Anything short would have been pretty easy. Yeah, I don't love this. There are much easier putts on this hole. All right, I only stole one there. Kind of needed to see that putt drop though. Kind of needed to see that drop after last 2. All right, we got the easy pin, thank God. I don't love this win, but it's fine. I don't hate it either. Not going to get too overzealous with trying to get it as far down as possible. We just put it down there. Doesn't change a ton. If I'm 8 yards closer, not like it completely alters this hole. Okay. Don't love this wind, man. Feel like we are going to be grinding for a score. But 30-mile-an-hour winds, everyone else is too. Whew, that is a lot of wind aim. A lot. Just keep turning. Keep turning. Keep turning. Keep turning. Keep turning. No. It's going to be a right to left bender. I mean, that wind, that distance, it's a good shot. Not my preference on where I would have wanted to be, but still a good shot. All right, let's make this putt. I have not had a ton of success making this putt, though. Not a ton of success. This is a nasty little putt, actually. All right. Hey, back-to-back good putts. Kind of builds the momentum a little bit. This is a great win. Holy cow. All I got to watch out for here is hitting it OB. I don't know if you guys know, but you can go OB if you go too far down the right. All right, I just need to hit the mental reset button. We're not even thinking about that. I like playing, this is probably a little too much spin, but we want to land it on the downslope, get the big kick forward. That way we're hitting pitching wedge, sand wedge in. Oh yeah, perfect. That is pretty good. Now all I gotta do is just not screw this up. The number itself's really good. Should just be a really nice flat sand wedge. Worst case, I'm kind of overplaying to the right, I think. I think this wind's a lot straighter than what we see. I don't want to miss left. We'll just go to putter view. I don't want to be lazy about this. I think that's pretty good, right? I mean, it's fairly straight, but if I leave myself here, uphill, pretty easy. Over here, not good. So, very straightforward shot here. Just let it rip. Worst case, we come up short. But I don't think we will. I mean, a hair. That's acceptable. But it still went left, so now I've still got this little bendy short putt. So it didn't really accomplish what I set out. I'd like to see that again, actually. Was that wind, or did it just go left off the bat? Yeah, I don't love this, man. Not a huge fan of these. Again, if I'm playing by myself, not by myself, but if I'm just out here playing, I'm jamming the crap out of this, but can't bring bogey into play. Again, we're thinking more 18 holes. We're playing for the long haul here, not one round. We got two. Happy. I'll take 9 under all day. That's a good round. Good comeback. Would have liked to have seen that putt drop. A mistake on one, so we've made 2 mistakes, but it's pretty good. This wind is not good. Hopefully. All right, so we can reach, so that's good. It's not going to keep me from reaching, but we got to find the fairway here. My tendency is to bring, I always like to play way down the right, so I'm aiming a lot further left than I normally would, just because we don't want to bring OB into play. I typically end up like right here, really close to going OB. I love to live dangerously, I guess. This might be a really good flat-ish 3-iron and let it run. Kind of liking that. Just instinctively, as soon as I saw that number, I think I'm going to do it. I don't think it runs out too much. I mean, that's my only fear is, does it run out too much? If I end up short of the pin, no issues. We're putting uphill really easy. But I don't want to hit... I don't want to go long. Ideally, I wouldn't like to, but I'm thinking flat, man. I'm kind of selling myself on it. I don't have to play as much wind that way. Yeah, I like it. Let's try it. I could put a little bit back on this. I'm kind of torn. Again, I've never tried a flat into here. So probably not the best time to be trying new shots. I think I can do 30 at 99 actually and be fine. But do I need to readjust my wind? I don't think so. I think we're okay. Just don't go long. Like, if you want to come up short, cool. Yeah, the flat was the play. I just sissied that way too much. Flat would have been pretty good, but, I mean, long putt, but really not difficult. This is one where I'd like to go to pitch view. The only problem is, like I said, as soon as these colors change, I can't ding it. So, I don't have a choice. I mean, it's not going to do much. 30% of a grid, maybe max. I don't even think it's that much, to be honest. Honestly, the dots are so slow, I just don't have the patience to sit here and read them all, but I see an aim point that's lining up, so I'm going to say that that's good enough for me. Nope, it was like almost dead straight. God. Should have played the flat 3, man. Flat 3, I think, was going to be just money. Worst case, we'd be within 10 feet. Damn it. All right, let that one slip away. It's all right. That should have been a birdie. It's okay. It was a tough win, though. Darn it. Got to make those putts. All right, this one we just need to make sure I birdie. My tendency here, like this is my death wind, if I'm being honest, because I like to pull it. And then I leave myself like, there's like a 90% chance, if I'm being honest. Let's go to putt view so we can see it a little bit. 90% chance I end up somewhere over here because I love pulling it. Or I end up here, like anything below the hole is super easy. So we don't need to get super aggressive here. Don't need to get super aggressive, which is hard for me because I'm just an aggressive player. I don't want to overspin this, but let's talk through this. I kind of like throwing it long and spinning it, but then that's going to leave me a 7-8 footer up the hill. Do I really think I'm going to hole out here? No. Probably not going to hole out, so let's just play for the birdie. Let's be smart. I'm under aiming on purpose. If I ding it, I think it'll still be okay, and if I pull it, should be okay. It's just going to leave me with that normal putt I have. So we're going to play this about 90. What are we going to play this actually? Let's see. Let's think through this. It's kind of an awkward number, man. It's only like 91. I actually want to play this flat now, I think. But I don't know how. Hopefully I get the spin right. I don't want any backspin on this damn thing. So that might be a little bit of, is that neutral or top? It looks pretty neutralish to me. Okay, let's roll with it. We're hitting at about 91. It shouldn't spin back a lot. Hey, I missed late. That's kind of good for me. Kind of proud of myself. Still missed over there. It's just where I'm meant to be on this hole. So everything I said about taking our time and not screwing up kind of goes out the window here. This is just one of those putts I could sit here and think about it all day and miss it, or I've just had that putt enough to know just hammer it. You just rely on experience and feel there. All right, pretty decent win. This is not bad. Anything left of the hole is pretty easy. Short, we start talking about pretty bendy putts. I mean, ideally, if we can get pin high left, that would be money. So we're going to kind of overplay a little bit out to the left, just because it does tend to want to go further to the right than what it shows. I kind of want to play an underpowered 4-iron fullback, but I don't necessarily think that's play. I think 5's a really good number. I don't have a ton of comfort in how much it's going to spin, though. That's my only concern. Then we end up below the hole with that breaking putt. 4-iron, I'm pretty comfortable throwing it a little long. But I don't think the 5's going to spin a ton either. I don't know. This could be a mistake. And I'm not 100% certain that's a tailwind, even though the flag shows it is. Kind of shows it very neutralish here. I like a flatter 6-iron if I'm being honest, but again, not a ton of experience hitting that shot. All right, worst case, we're gonna go a little long here. Maybe not. I'm torn. Let's say that wind doesn't do anything, then that comes up short and spins. I like the 4-iron, man. Kind of lean into it, but I'm gonna stick to my guns here, I think. Oh man, that was just the most safest miss ever. And it was very neutralish or a headwind. That kick probably saved my ass right there, to be honest. Not the greatest putt. So that went 197. So it had to be a headwind. Very neutralish. Yeah. So that ended up being a headwind. I am so bad at that. So it would have been about 96% 4 fullback. So either way, we were going to end up in that situation. All right, got to make a putt. It's kind of weird. We get the 45-degree angle crap going again. Didn't work out so well on hole 1. I don't mind this putt if everything's at the beginning. It's just trying to anticipate how much it's going to break at the beginning can be a little challenging. I like this line. For some reason that just feels right. Like I've had it before. Like I'm remembering that line. Nope. Oh God, dude. We've parred 10 and 12. Those are mistakes. Shouldn't have parred this one. That was a bad pull. Didn't get the wind right. Should have played headwind. Oh well, can't undo it. Hopefully we don't get right to left wind, right pin here. All right, thank God. Again, we got to keep in mind it's 36 holes, not 18. 16, 17 under would be a strong first round. Won't be leading by any means, but it'll keep us in the hunt. It's not been a great round, but it hasn't been horrible either. All right, I don't want to get too overzealous here. It's a really good number to go for a hole out. What I don't know is how much it's going to spin. Or will it spin, right? That's something to think about too, but it's such a good number. I think I just got to play me, man. I got to play aggressive. Just not a good defensive player. Yes, let's go. That sucker was coming back too. That was risky. I was really hoping we get the tailwind, but it's fine. Needed that. That was huge. Woo! Thank you. All right. I mean, we're not reaching under any circumstance. We're getting a straight headwind in. So I got to make sure I find the fairway. Some of the issues I see is some people will play it too passively and end up in the left rough. So you got to be kind of mindful. Obviously, we want to hit the fairway. And we don't want to go in the right. But when people do miss, it tends to be left. Like they'll underplay it here and go over here. All right, now we just want to set ourselves up with a really nice number. So I'm thinking into that wind, it's typically up like 20. I want to say 20, so we're going to go with 20. So ideally, I'd like to be like 40, let's say somewhere between 44. I could even do 42. So let's say between 42 and 50 yards out. So we work backwards off of that. What do we get? 284 to the pin, 52. So we're thinking more like 232-ish, something along those lines. I mean, it's pretty much all you can eat with the 3-wood. We're just going to hammer it out there and see what happens. $57. Man, I just could not get it up to that number I wanted. It's still not going to be a bad number. Like, I'm cool with this number, but ideally I wanted the 60 so I could throw it long and try to spin it in. This is fine too. It's not, I wouldn't call this a hole out number unless I put spin on it, and that brings, like, I would have rather been 5 yards further back. But I think it's going to be okay. We want this to land long and right, but not too long. Like I said, I could put a little bit of zip on this, but I don't think it's worth the risk. I really should have. Okay, I didn't think I pulled the flag. I'm like, man, that was a rookie move. I should have carried a little further. That's disappointing. I wanted to carry that. It said it carried 57, but it landed below the hole. All right. We'll take the birdie. Take the birdie. All right, big stretch of holes here. Big stretch. So we got the easier pin here. So that's good, because if we'd have got the other pin with this wind, that would have been challenging. I'm not gonna lie. Would have been real challenging. Good number. I mean, there's no serious danger around the hole, so it's kind of a green light to go for a hole out. The number's not terrific, but it's not bad either. Yeah, nothing too risky. We want to throw this a little past the hole, but I don't want to get too overzealous. My only concern is I know I'm overplaying the wind right now, but we're thinking like everything slopes right to left, the wind's right to left. So we do need to be 1.5 yards, 2 yards right, and about 1 yard long or so. Don't like that late. That late might have killed me. And distance kind of sucked. Came up short. All right. Stronger headwind, I guess. I don't know. Either way, I didn't really leave myself a great putt. Not hard, but for this hole, anything over here is uphill, super easy. Probably one of the, I don't want to say worst spots, but not a good spot. All right, what we can't do is miss this putt. Jesus. All right, I gave that a little double read. I know I've missed this putt in the past, so it makes me a little apprehensive because of that. Okay, now 16. What we don't want. We don't want right pin, right to left wind. That's a death sentence. Hopefully it's back pin, then the wind doesn't really matter. But if it is back right, or if it is middle right, we want left to right. So, yeah, like I said, we talked about this before I started playing this round, and this is the specific wind I prayed I wouldn't get, and of course we got the wind I prayed to God we wouldn't get. Okay. Well, got to put it in the fairway, I guess. I'm trying to think how to play this. I could lay back. I've had some success laying way back and hitting like a punch 9 into there. It just tends to not spin as much. But, yeah, I don't love that either. I mean, I think at this point we put it in the fairway and we take our 20-footer and hope to God I make it. That just sucks. It literally sucks. It's kind of a death sentence on 14 greens. I don't want to get stupid aggressive here, but I kind of need it to be down there a little ways. It's a really awkward freaking tee shot. I don't love it. I kind of thought like wood playing from the rough would be the better play here. I almost threw it, just hit a pretty decent sized driver down there. Like I thought about putting it down here, but it's just not a good play. I like the number, but man, it's just there is literally nothing you can do aside from holding it. We'll work through it, but I just don't see a way that this gets super tight, man. Maybe I leave myself 10, 11 feet. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out, is there a way I can get this tight? Nothing's clicking here. No. What could I hit? I've never tried a punch pitching wedge into here. I think I have, but it's been a long, long time. I don't think that would be good, frankly. All right, fuck it. Yep, sticking to the game plan. We're just gonna freaking hope I either hole out or just leave myself with a halfway decent putt at it. Didn't want to miss late. It just doesn't matter. I mean, yeah, I pulled it a little bit, but damn. Yeah, I mean, that's ultimately, if I ding it, maybe I'm 5 feet closer, but you just, yeah. It's like we talked about before I teed off. It's just some of these holes are complete, absolute wind luck. And this was the wind you pray to God you don't get. It's not going to do a whole lot. Like, I'm looking at it like, oh, this is pretty makeable. But I don't know what it's actually going to do. So I'm seeing a hell of a lot more break right here, which makes more sense to me. I mean, this putt, if I'm thinking of it from like right here, it is pretty straight. Like, I'm thinking I would normally play here. So then that back half, though, it definitely breaks more. I'm kind of seeing it like right there. Maybe come in a hair, like right there. But in this view, it's horrendous and 100% it misses. So that's confusing. Gonna lie, we might break out the old white line method here. Can I get a straight line on this? I can. You can get a straight line, but man, it is bad. It's kind of where I'm leaning, man. Screw it. Let's do it. Yeah. No. Hang your head. God. All right. That's just... It is what it is, man. Like I said, even if I ding that wedge, it's still freaking 30-some feet away. Okay. Ugh. Oh, God. This is where I'm really bad. Par 3 side winds. Not, like, to me, it looks like a headwind. I don't know how to gauge this. I'm pretty sure it's a headwind. I guess I would rather go long than short, just because short we could, you know, not hit the green or something weird could happen there. But oh man, these are not my forte. It's a pretty tough shot, and we got to play just an uncomfortable amount out. So uncomfortable. That is 7 miles out. Yeah, I just was not going to pull that. And it was a tailwind. Dude, I am so terrible at guessing. Like, it was a decent tailwind too. Slight tailwind, there's like a, what, 3-4 yard difference. We went 7 long, so I don't think it was this strong of a tailwind, but it was a good tailwind. It was pretty, like a quarter tailwind probably. But how the hell am I supposed to know that? Been playing this game for how many years and still have not figured that out. All right. Well, crap, folks. Some unfortunate wins this round, really. Damn side wins on par 3s. Just give me a straight headwind, like something where I can decipher it. Just I hate side winds on par 3s. All right, so I've got a bit of a conundrum. I need to go to pitch view, I think, but I can't ding the damn thing. But we're gonna have to risk it. All right. We need lightning in a bottle right here. We need a big old drop a bomb right here. But this putt's freaking awful. It's very difficult to see if it's a head or a tail. Yeah, I mean, again, you can see in this camera angle, it was clearly a tail, but which comes back to my point of if any, the most accurate camera angle should always be par 3s, specifically where the hole was built, right? If this were on courses where it's only 1 pin, those camera angles should be just deadly accurate. God, I mean, realistically, the odds of me making this putt are just really bad. Like, really bad. Pretty bad. But I really need to make this, so we're going to focus a little bit. Man, it's huge. If I make this equal 18, 17. 17's flirting with the lead. Probably 1 or 2 off. But I just don't know how far out to play this damn thing. It just has a ton of break to it. Okay, I think I'm set on playing it like out here. Even that looks ridiculously low though. I think I gotta go higher. Like higher, like out here. But then what I don't want to do is play it too high, and then the damn thing doesn't come back. Is that the right power? Yeah, I'm good with that. Okay. I'll just hit it a little bit harder. I can't even ding it on a 15-foot scale. Like, that's how mental I am about that. Ah, ding might have went in, man. God. So when that damn thing changes colors, I can't ding it. I don't know what it is. Oh my God, seriously. The 2 wins I said I hope we don't get on the back. Right to left on 16 and dead straight head on 18. Wow, dude. That is just stupid unlucky. Well, we cannot eagle. Nothing I can do here. It's going to be a 15 best case. Jesus. God, man. That is probably the most frustrating thing ever. Maybe I can get this on the front edge. Maybe. But that's not even a good shot. There's a better chance I go in the bunker. God, that is just stupid unfortunate. Yeah. God, it's just ridiculously bad luck. To get that, ugh. Come on. All right, I pitched this in. It wasn't this pin. I don't know if you guys remember, but it was, what tournament was it? It was the other pin, but I pitched it in. It was pretty cool. This is probably not really one of those situations. Not a realistic pitch in, but who knows? Maybe. I think we go with the pitch, though. I really need to make this. I can't be potentially 4 or 5 shots back of the leader. Ugh, God, that is just utterly disappointing to get that wind. So disappointing. All right, I got to give this a wrap. I'm thinking like 85%-ish. 86. Go 87. Oh my God, we did it. Let's go. Screw your headwind. I'll do it myself. That was big. That was so huge. That was an interesting back 9, fellas. Whew. Well, let's do a little round summary. Botched 1, should have played the full top. 6, very makeable. Well, I won't say very makeable. 7, like 7, 8 feet. I think it was like 7.9. But it was makeable. And I had a feeling it was low. Should have taken my time. 10, should have played the flat 3. 12, didn't know which one the wind was going. Didn't know if it was headwind, tailwind. Guessed wrong. 16 is what it is. I mean, that's just going to be a par 95% of the time for me. 17, thought it was a headwind, was a tailwind. So both the par 3s I guessed wrong. We got side winds on the par 3s. Terrible. Worst wind ever on 16. Terrible wind on 17. Terrible wind on, like, holy shit. That was rough. But we had the hole out. That was big. The hole out on 13 could be pretty huge. Good putt on 2. Everything else played pretty good, though. I mean, Given the round, we're definitely not going to be leading. That's 100%, but should be an okay shape. We'll see how it pans out.